In feminist terms, diagnosis can become an instrument of epistemic violence, deciding who's the knower and who's merely known. So, as we step into feminist theory, Irigaray's Speculum of the Other Woman rereads Freud to argue that Western thought, including psychoanalysis, is built by or for a masculine subject. For Irigaray, men are the unquestioned subjects of knowledge, the default thinker, the agent, whereas women are the other, the passive, objectified, or reduced to maternal nature. One vivid quote from an analytic philosopher, I quote, "All women have historically been associated with the role of the mother, such that her identity is always defined according to that role. Western culture is founded upon a primary sacrifice of the mother, and all women through her," end quote. In other words, women have been seen only in relation to men as daughters, wives, mothers, rather than as full autonomous subjects. Now, what does this have to do with diagnosis? Irigaray would say that our categories of normal and pathology are themselves inherently male. When we diagnose, we're working in a framework built on a male model of mind and body, historically only used for women's disorders. Freud treated it as some kind of malfunction of a woman's sexuality. And Irigaray points out this is because Freud was using a male norm, the phallus, as the standard, and anything feminine was a deviation from that standard. Later feminists like Jessica Benjamin builds on this with the idea of intersubjectivity. The title "Shadow of the Other" suggests that we all carry unconscious biases when encountering anyone who is other by gender, race, etc. Benjamin argues that in traditional psychoanalysis, the patient must fit a certain framework or else become a shadowy, unrecognized figure. If the patient is, say, a black lesbian woman, there are aspects of her experience, the shadow, that won't be acknowledged by a therapist who unconsciously expects a white male norm.